It's January. Now what? If you're a boutique owner, probably just spent the past, 3 or 4 months working your tail off. And now it's January. Holidays are over. You're probably thinking, what do I do now? I'm going to share with you my top 3 tips on what you should be doing right now, today in January. Like, do this today, tomorrow, to make more sales in your boutique and do a little catch up. So, I'm Emily Benson. I am the Forbes and InStyle featured founder of Stylish and Successful and FashionTruck.com. I also am the best-selling author of the Ultimate Boutique Handbook, which I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek inside of that today if you haven't seen it at the end of our broadcast. And the first thing I'm going to do is share this in my group called the Fashion Truck Tribe. If you are not in the Fashion Truck Tribe, that's a mouthful, huh? The Fashion Truck Tribe. If you're not in that group, I invite you to join me there. I'm going to share this in that group. I love when my screenshot is a great picture of me. So stay tuned. If you're joining me right now, say hi. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what your store is. And I'm going to share this in my group right now. The Fashion Truck Tribe. So say hi. Tell me where you're from. If you're a boutique owner and you have friends that are boutique owners, please feel free to share this video. I'm going to share some information that no one else is really sharing and no one else is talking about in the boutique industry. So join me now. Stay tuned. Here we go. Okay, so it's January. What should you be doing? Well, number one is you need to start getting rid of all the stuff that you've had for a while. So I see that Laura is on here, and Laura and I have been talking about this for her boutique, and it's so important. So what you guys might see, I always look at big retailer trends, and if you're not following big retailers and you're a retailer or a boutique owner, if you sell any products, period, you're a retailer. Okay, let's get that first out of the way. So if you watch big retailers, what they do, you'll get a clue on what you should be doing. So if you've noticed that boutique owners twice a year, big retailers like Victoria's Secret is the biggest, really. I know Macy's does this, but they have a semi-annual sale. Okay, so normally they do it now and in July. Why do they do it? Hi, Holly, good to see you. So why do they do it now in July? This is why. Because those are the biggest chunks of the seasons. So we have spring, summer, fall, winter. Spring and summer is very similar merchandise, right? Fall and winter is very similar merchandise. So at the end of those 2 chunks, those 2 half years, that's when you want to get rid of all that junky inventory from those 2 seasons so that you can move on to the next 2 big seasons. So right now you should be getting rid of fall and winter, and then in July you want to be getting rid of anything from spring and summer. Make sense? Okay, so right now you should probably consider having a semi-annual sale. So what are you marking down? Well, let me do this 2 ways. One, you could take markdowns. Markdowns are different than sales. So it depends on how you want to run this sale, this discount time. You could either mark down individual items, which is going to actually be better for your bottom line. So go through and take discounts, markdowns on anything that is hanging out that you have a lot of inventory of. The other way you could do this is to have a sale. And that would be kind of across everything, or you could say it's just in certain categories. Again, this totally depends on your store. Now, I give free advice all the time, right? And it is with a grain of salt, right? What I give you is not maybe going to work for your store. Maybe it is. I don't know. If you work with me one-on-one, Great. Okay, then I can tell you this plan, this strategy is gonna work for your store, or this other one is, or what you're doing is not, da 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 da. But when you watch me on Facebook Live, when you watch my videos on YouTube, I'm giving very generic advice to you. And so I don't want you to get confused that everything I say you should do. You should take everything with a grain of salt and trust your gut. What is your gut telling you to do? Now, hopefully you can trust your gut. I know I can trust my gut, but if you're feeling like you have a lot of inventory and you need to get rid of some of it, great. Then listen to this message that's being shown to you and take my advice. See what happens. Run a sale for a week. See what happens, okay? This is the time where you need to really be getting rid of all winter and fall. That means ponchos, hats, scarves, mittens, sweaters, anything that doesn't transfer to spring, get rid of, okay? If I can't wear that item in April, I don't want it to be in your store right now, okay? And that doesn't matter where you live, right? If you live in a northern state and you're in the US, maybe you hold on to some things. For example, perhaps you have a coral colored sweater, or perhaps you have a baby blue colored scarf. Thanks for the hearts, guys. If you're loving this advice, give me some hearts. If you have a baby blue colored scarf, okay, well, that's pastel. So that is gonna transfer into spring, right? Again, we're taking all of this with a grain of salt. I don't want you to put sale on everything and then come to me and say, Emily, I made no money because everything's on sale. Thanks for the hearts, woo! So my first tip for you is please, dear God, get rid of your winter stuff. Anything from winter, anything from fall that you don't think carries over, have a semi-annual sale. It's the perfect time to do it. Okay. My second tip, and again, if you're just joining me, say hi, tell me where you're from, tell me what your store is. I wanna say hi. I respond to all my comments. I read everything that you guys post after I come off live. So my second tip is, I'm looking at my notes because they're way back here. My second tip is, go through your inventory for accounting purposes. Right? January is the time, right? Tax season is over at the end of December. This is when you can go through your inventory and really get a grasp on two things. One, how much do you have left? How much do you have? How much can you write off? You need to know these numbers regardless. You need to know how much inventory you start the year on hand with. Basic retail here, okay? Hey Megan, welcome. Hi, Stallion Found. Ooh, cool. I like that name. So you need to know how much inventory you have on hand at the BOY, the beginning of the year. Hey Deborah, good to see you. Hi. I'm glowing because I have my Lumi light on. Guys, lighting is very important for Facebook Live. If you're joining me and you do any Facebook Lives or any product shots for your products, you absolutely need to get the right kind of lighting. Look at what happens when this goes away. Every color is off. Do you know how many LuLaRoe people need to get these lights? Like all the ones I watch do Facebook Lives. If you do LuLaRoe, if you do product unboxings, anything, you need to get one of these lights because I have seen LuLaRoe people be like, here's a gray shirt. And it's like, looks blue or it looks black. Like, I can't see you. Okay, anyway, back to the program, okay? I'll do a whole live stream about good lighting, okay? Amazon, you can get everything on Amazon, people. Okay, so you can get the little ones that clip on or you can get the big ring lights. We travel, so those big ring lights are not practical for us. So Greg and I both have clip-on lights for our Facebook Lives. So if you're not going through your inventory, you need to get on it, okay? So that means, what does that mean? That means you want to look at your back end. So what are you using for reporting? What are you using for selling? Like how much is in your system? That's what I'm trying to say. How much is in your system and how much do you physically own? Match them up. They need to match up. This is where you discover if you've had any shrink. This is where you discover if you've had any issues with maybe entering items. Maybe you have someone that you've hired that enters items for you. This is where you discover those discrepancies, and that's going to be really important for your accounting and for next year to know how much you started the year with. So please, dear God, go through your inventory, okay? And like this is going to take you a little while, especially if you have 6, 7, 1,000 pieces, right? It's going to take you a little while, but it's worth every moment that you spend because it's going to make you more accurate in your reporting. So I've had a lot of clients recently come to me freaking out, right? They'll be like, my sales are down. Or they'll say, I have so much inventory, Emily. And I'm like, wait, stop. Let's not make blanket statements, okay? And I'm gonna tell you this too. So if you worked in a corporate retail setting like I did for many, many years, and you went to your boss and said something like that, they'd be pissed, okay? They'd be so pissed, especially if you didn't have the numbers to back it up. So one of the biggest differences between running, well, I won't even say that, but one of the biggest highlights of running a retail business is knowing your freaking numbers. If you come to me and you say, my sales are down, what questions am I gonna ask you? I'm gonna say, how many units are you selling? How many dollars this month? How many units and dollars did you sell last month? If you've been in business longer than a year, I'm gonna ask you, how many units and dollars did you sell last year at this time, right? You cannot make blanket statements like, I have too much or I have too little. You can't do it, okay? So understanding your inventory, that's so important for right now. January is so important, okay? And I'm gonna give you my third tip in a minute. I'm gonna take a minute. I don't know if many of you have seen this. Oh, you can't see it. My iPad. Guys, that doesn't work. You can't see an iPad on a phone. Well, not fun. Okay, anyway, I'll just talk about it. So, I wanted to show you my book. My book is available right now on Amazon. It's also, if you are just starting out, I've had so many people come to me, they just got their truck, they're just starting out, maybe they just are in idea phase and they're like spending hours and hours and hours searching the internet for answers. Let me tell you, there are no answers on the internet except on fashiontruck.com, okay? Maybe on American Mobile Retail Association. Maybe you'll get some stuff from fashiontruck.com. Those ladies have a great podcast. But you are not gonna find the highly detailed information about planning your assortment, figuring out your ideal client, buying a truck, renovating a truck, getting a store, renovating your store, understanding how much inventory you need, how to do press releases, how to have a launch party. All of that stuff and more is in my book, okay? And very recently, I developed a workbook that helps you do your business plan with the book. So you have your book, you have the business plan workbook side by side. That business plan workbook is 50 pages, 50 pages, okay? And I created that workbook specifically for you because I know, trust me, if you're in my Facebook group, you know I keep tabs on everything going on. I get Google alerts. I'm on Amazon.com all the time making sure I am the only one out there. I am the only one giving you guys this information. You 1000% need the book. You also probably honestly need the book bundle, right? So the book bundle is actually only available through my website. That bundle is the book and the workbook, okay? Megan, you have the book and the workbook, right? I'm pretty sure I saw you buy it. Remind me. Are you loving the workbook? Yes, I'm sure it's helping. So the only place for you to get that right now is through my website. It's on either fashiontruck.com or stylishandsuccessful.com. You also can use the shortcut. And I don't know how to type this in. Good. Yes. It's been awesome, Megan says. Good. So you can go to bit.ly, it's a bit.ly link, bit.ly/boutique bundle, all one word, and that will take you right to purchase it. It's a digital product, which is why I was trying to show it to you on the iPad and majorly failed. But it's a digital product, so you can immediately download it right after you buy it. You purchase, download, you have it, okay? There's no wait time. You don't have to wait for the email. It's there, okay? So with the book and the workbook, it's only $47, which to me is like nothing when you're starting your business. It's gonna save you so much money, okay? So boutique bundle. All right, let me get to the third thing. I have a group coaching call in a little while, so I have to get ready for that. So my group coaching call is for my 6-figure blueprint, which may be opening its doors again soon. Stay posted for that. So January, what are you doing? 1, sale. 2, you're going through any of your inventory, you're matching it with your physical inventory to whatever you have in your database. And 3, you ready for this one? 3 is you're getting ready for the spring shows, right? You're getting ready for Atlanta, you're getting ready for Fame, you're getting ready for Magic. All of these shows are what is gonna set you up for success for this year, for 2017. What do you need? What do you need for this shows? Let me tell you, right? I'm gonna tell you right now. You need to know, 1, what did well last year? What didn't do well last year? That stuff is gonna come from you running your sales. So you're gonna know, if I have a bunch of stuff sitting here that I just put on sale, probably don't buy it next year, right? This is what merchandising is. You are a merchant now that you own a boutique. Merchandising is maximizing what works and minimizing what doesn't. That's the whole name of the game right now, guys. If you have a boutique, if you are in the thick of it right now, I need you to think in this way. I'm gonna maximize what works, I'm gonna minimize what doesn't, okay? So you have to be very intimate with your inventory. You have to be intimate with your customer, your ideal client. You need to know exactly what is working and what is not, so that when you go to spring shows, and I know so many of you, give me some hearts if when you go to the trade shows, you are like crying exhausted by the end of it. Give me some hearts. I know for me, it was like snacks galore. I dressed super comfy. But one of the things you want to be able to do as you go through the show is you want to be able to, and I'm going to do it, mimic it, you want to be able to walk down the aisle and say, that booth is my ideal client. That booth is my ideal client. That booth is not my ideal client. That is not merchandise that I would buy for my store. Because let me tell you, even when you find a booth that you love, right? Tell me if this has happened to any of you. You've been at a booth that you love, and then you get on an item that you're like, I don't know about this, right? I remember some of my very best vendors. Hey, girl, what's up? I remember some of my very, very best vendors who I would sell out of their items, right? I'd go into their booth and I would have to do some major editing because they had some gems, and then they had some things that I was like, oh my God, my Boston girl is not gonna like this. She's not gonna ever buy this or wear it. So that's what you need to be really good at doing when you get to the shows. So to do that, you wanna know your history. You wanna know what happened last year. You wanna look at what you just put on sale, and you wanna get ready and have a plan of action for your spring shows. Okay, so if you guys have questions, post them in the comments. If you don't, that's cool too. I'll probably be on tomorrow. Again, I'm on a Facebook Live spree. I really love teaching. I really love training. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Emily. I'm the founder of Stylish and Successful and featured in Forbes and InStyle magazine for fashiontruck.com. And as I just said, you can get my best-selling book with the business plan workbook to help you plan your boutique business. It doesn't matter if it's e-commerce, brick and mortar, or mobile. I cover all of it in that book. That is available at bit.ly/boutique bundle. And I get good reviews already. So I've heard from a bunch of people. So Megan, you're not the only one. People are loving the workbook. It's like nothing else out there. So I'm going to give you a minute to type some comments or questions. Do you guys have questions about January? Is there anything that you are struggling with? Please feel free to ask me here. If you don't feel comfortable asking in a live stream public situation, that's cool too. Feel free to send me a private message via this page, or you can email me anytime, any day at emily@stylishandsuccessful, all one word, .com. Okay, I don't see any comments, questions. Does anyone have any comments? You guys, have you seen the new Facebook filters? Yeah, look at this. Ah. Ooh, let's see this one, Funk. This one's called Funk. Okay, cool, Megan. Megan has a question. Ah, Laura, hi Laura. Oh, let me get out of here. Megan, I have a sale going on right now, but have it, I can't read it. Are you still typing? Texas, you're dreading filing your taxes? Filing what? What are you filing, Rashida? Oh, here we go. Megan says, I have a sale going on right now, but I haven't had any takers. How do I make that sale move? What's the sale? What's the discount? And what marketing have you done for it? Are you sending emails? Are you posting on Facebook 4 times a day? Have you posted on Instagram? I have an amazing girl who is in my 6-figure blueprint right now. She sold $300 in 2 days on Instagram, posting on Instagram about running a sale on her merchandise. So what marketing are you doing? And what's the sale? Like, what is actually the discount? I look crazy, huh? I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, no filter. Okay, what is the sale? Are you doing a percentage? Did you do markdowns? Megan, tell me. Again, guys, this is where I draw, like, I have trouble understanding, because unlike Laura works with me one-on-one. Laura and I are emailing back and forth, and I'm saying, do this, analyze that, and we're crunching numbers together. When you come to me and you say, oh, I'm doing this, I don't know how to make it work, it's a little bit harder for me to understand because I'm not in the thick of your business with you. So give me as much info as you can, Megan. I did the first markdown at 30%. Cool, that's a good discount. 30% is a really good first, what I would call a first mark. And then she did 1 email and a Facebook boost. Ah, yeah, girl, you gotta do a lot more. Okay, 1 email and 1 Facebook post is nothing. Also, how big is your email list? If your email list is under 100, you're gonna have to email like 3-4 times a week, right? If you're on my email list, you know when I'm promoting something, I send you guys emails what? 3-4 times a week? Otherwise, 1, 2, maybe 3 times a week. I love sending emails. So yes, please, dear God, do more. Marketing is the name of the game. If you want to open a boutique and you are not good at marketing, you might not be successful in your boutique, okay? It's all about consistency. You have to flood people with what is going on with you, because let's be honest, no one really is paying attention to what you're doing until they start to pay attention to what you're doing, right? You kind of have to make them pay attention. So don't get frustrated. I find this happens so much with women, is that they try something once, it doesn't really work. Maybe they try it twice, it doesn't really work. And then they're like, it doesn't work. Guess what? I've been doing this for a long time, you guys. I've been in retail for 13 years, and I have been in my own business for the past 5, 6, something like that, somewhere between that, 5.5. And I will tell you that there are still some people who don't know what the hell I do. And that's cool, right? But I'm not gonna stop saying, here's what I do. I'm not gonna stop teaching people what I do. Saying it loud from the rooftops, right? Okay, so cool, Megan, good. Keep posting, report back, tell me what happens, okay? I need you to be up to that like 4 Facebook posts a day and 2 to 3 emails a week, okay? Once you hit that and you're still not doing well, let me know. But keep it at 30%. I wouldn't mark it down anymore. I just feel like you haven't done enough marketing. Give yourself a week or 2. Really push hard on the marketing. Okay guys, I'm gonna get off. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for joining me live. Thanks for watching the replay. It's always good to have you here. I love each and every one of you for joining me. I will be back tomorrow. And for now, thank you. Here's to making lots of friends and making lots of money in your boutique. Bye.